Morning everybody. We're very tired with my dad. Coop sleeps through now. Last night only got up the once, but we couldn't settle in for ages and we're not used to that anymore. But good morning. It was 4 o'clock and 5:20 when he went to sleep. Yeah. But good morning. Welcome back to another video. How are you all doing? Welcome back to another vlog. This video is a little bit of a different one for us, and I'll be really honest, I was umming and ahhing on whether to actually film it or not, but I've had a few of you ask to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do a day in the life, like a really realistic day in the life with an 8.5-month-old. Like, people are saying you want to see what Coops eats, bottles, naps, so I'm just going to do it. But what I do just want to start off by saying is, every mum parents differently and every baby is different. So what Cooper eats, your baby might not, and vice versa. What Cooper naps, your baby might not, and vice versa. Everyone's different. Let's just be kind to each other. We're all doing an amazing job. And yeah.
Yeah, we're smashing it.
I was a bit sceptical, but I'm just going to do it because I think it might help someone. It might be really relatable. And for anyone who doesn't have kids, you might just want to be a bit nosy. And for anyone who this isn't for you, I totally get it. You don't have to watch it, but a few of you have asked, so we're going to do it. So, we've been tracked to a bit of a line, but I think we did deserve it.
But not being tracked to a line at all. Staying up at this time every day.
It's currently what time? 7:30?
Yeah, 7:30, yeah.
So Cooper has been, obviously we'll just bring you along for the day. Bit of a day in the life of Cooper, really.
Right, I'm going to work.
I love you.
Love you. Have fun, vlog. Ciao, ciao.
So yeah, it's 7:30. Usually Coops will go to bed at about 7 o'clock on a night, and then he has been waking up at about 6 in the morning. But he's actually really good, bless him. He'll wake up at 6-ish, sometimes quarter. But he don't make a sound, he just lays there and chats to himself and rolls around. But yeah, so that's what time he would usually get up, around 6-ish. And he'll usually sleep through the night, so he'll usually go to bed at about 7 o'clock, sleep through. Well, I say usually sleep through, he's been sleeping through for the past, I'd probably say about 10 days consistently, because he's like slept through here and there for a while. Sorry, I'm trying to like hold everything. He slept through like inconsistently for a while, like with the odd wake up. But, sorry, I will turn the light on. He slept through inconsistently for a while, like with the odd wake up some nights, and then he'd sleep through the odd night. But he slept through like consistently for about 10 days now. So yeah, he's been going to bed at about 7, he'll sleep through, and then he's been getting up at 6. Last night, however, went to bed at 7, woke up at 4, and then we just couldn't settle him. He just wasn't settling. So like we just said, it took us a long time to settle him. So he's woke up at 7:30, but obviously he needed to make up. He usually sleeps about 11 hours. I know every baby's different. Again, I feel like I'm going to keep prefacing this with every baby's different, but that's why I just want to start the video with saying every baby is different. How I parent might be different to how you parent. What Coops does might be different to what your baby does. I just want to say that because I think filming videos like this can be a bit scary, to be honest, but I'm just going to do it. Let's just be nice to each other. It's like a touchy one, isn't it? But yeah, he usually sleeps about 11 hours, 7 till 6. But because he was up an hour and a half, he slept 12.5 hours, but he was up an hour and a half, so he still slept his 11 hours basically. And I actually feel fine because I've had a good sleep because he's woke up that little bit later. This is what I mean by he will just lay in, keep himself occupied. So he's been awake now probably about 7-8 minutes, and he's literally just lay chatting, and he'll roll around and just chat to himself really. But I'm gonna go get him because I've just done his bottle. So we do it in mil. I know a lot of people do it in ounce. Don't know why I do it in mil, to be honest, but I just always have. So he has 240 mil. 240 mil he'll have in a morning, and he did go through a phase of not really wanting it, but he seems to be guzzling it at the minute. So yeah, 240ml, which in ounce is 8.5 ounce for those of you that do ounce. We use the rapid cold as well, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, let's go get him. You're wearing just. Let's go get him. In their faces in the morning when you go in, just the cutest thing. Good morning, darling. Hello. Are you okay? Are you okay, my darling boy? Are you okay, sweetheart? How did you sleep? Good morning, baby. Hello. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you have a nice sleepy? Yeah, should we let a bit of light in? You ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not very bright today. It's not very bright today. It's a miserable day. It's a miserable day. Good morning. Are you okay? I missed you when you sleep in. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. Mwah. Mwah. You alright, baby? Oh, I love you. I know, I'm sorry, you got camera right in your face. First thing this morning. I love you. You say, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. You okay, babe? You okay? You alright? Should we do that nappy? Should we do your nappy? Come on then. Drank all the bottle. He did go through a little phase probably like a month ago of not really finishing bottles and just not really being interested, but he's back on to loving his bottles again. So yeah, that was an 8.5 bottle. He's drunk it all. So what we tend to do now, are you just enjoying chewing your toy? What we tend to do now is, he's in mum and dad's bed. He had his bottle in here as well. Getting dad's side of the bed, unless Tommy's still here, he'll get in the middle of us. Yeah. And we've just got like down the side of my bedside table, I've got like a nappy caddy still from when he used to sleep in here, and I've just got, it's still full to be fair, but pardon you, and it's just got some toys in it for him as well, so he's just exploring his toys for a little bit, just sat in mum and dad's bed having cuddles. I feel like this is just the best, isn't it, when you're just snuggling up in the morning. And we'll usually sit up here for maybe like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. We will. Just like let his bottle settle and just have some morning cuddles.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit,
little bit of a different day because we need to be out this morning, so we're both dressed. But usually once Coops has had his bottle and we've just like chilled in bed for 20 minutes ish, usually we'll just come straight downstairs, both still in pyjamas. I'll set them up like you've just seen, and we'll just lay and play. And recently, well, we always put some on the telly, so like Miss Rachel or whoever, but recently, like the past week, we've been putting a Disney film on every morning because obviously we're going to Disney soon, if you didn't know. So we've been putting a Disney film on and just chilling, we'll just play. Then when it's breakfast time, I'll give him his breakfast, and then we'd play a bit more. And then when it's time for his first nap, he'd still be in his pyjamas because he has a nap like in the morning. I just find it easier. He'll stay in his pyjamas, go down for his nap, and then when he naps, that's when I would get ready. So we would not usually be up and ready this early. It's about 8:30. Like I said, we usually just play, have breakfast, play. He'd go for a nap, I'd get ready, and then when he wakes up, I'd get him ready for the day. But today, because it's Thursday, it's Sensory Thursday, we've got to be at Sensory for 9:30. So once he drank his bottle, I got ready. And then we got Cooper ready, then we've come downstairs and we're just going to play for 10. And then I'm going to give him some breakfast. So yeah, a little bit of a different kind of routine if we need to be like up and out and about.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you, everything's complete.
So Coops is in his high chair, about to make him some breakfast. But because we're going out, I'm just sorting his pack up out for the day. So I'm just packing my flask. I'm going to fill this with hot water just before we go. He's got a bib in there. He's got obviously his milk. And then I'm taking some Ella's Kitchen pouches with us today. So food wise, again, I know there's like a massive thing about pouches, solids, We kind of do a bit of a mixture, if I'm honest. For like now, I need to be off and going. These are just so convenient, and he really loves them and he eats them. But for dinner, like day to day, he'll have a pouch one day. Sometimes he might have like an omelette. He might have scrambled egg with some toast. Them spin wheel things I make. What else do you sometimes have for dinner? What did you have yesterday for dinner? Omelette. Omelette's quite a popular one. We have an omelette quite a lot. Because we're going out, we're going to Sensory, then we're going for a coffee, which we do every Thursday. He's got katsu curry, and then he's got a yellow one smoothie pouch. I'm going to take him a banana as well. He obviously won't eat the full banana, but he'll have some of the banana. And then I always fill just like a little pot with some crisps. And then for breakfast, breakfast is give or take, to be fair. Some days he'll like love breakfast and like absolutely scoff it down. And then other days he's just not interested at all. But if he's like not bothered, I'll just give him a yogurt, because he loves a yogurt, absolutely loves yogurt, like so much. So if he's not interested in breakfast, I'll just give him a yogurt. Like I say, some days he'll absolutely scram it down, and then some days he's just not bothered. So today I'm just doing him a Weetabix, because I don't know if he's going to want it or not. But he'll sometimes have ready break with like a mashed up banana in, Weetabix with a mashed up banana. I'm not going to do mashed up banana now because he'll be having that for his dinner. Sometimes I put like a bit of a fruit pouch in, like a strawberry fruit pouch in his porridge or something. He'll have toast, sometimes an omelette for breakfast instead of dinner. Sometimes he'll just have like a yogurt, you know, like if he's not that bothered. He might have like a yogurt and a banana. He loves this. I got this for myself ages ago, but he absolutely loves it. It's chocolate flavoured oats. They're not bad in calories or salt or fats or anything, and he'll have like a few spoons of that with milk. He loves that. That's from Asda. What else do we have for breakfast? Toast, omelettes, ready break, scrambled egg. He loves jam on toast. So we kind of mix it up, to be honest. But he really, I'd say his favourite is probably, I'd say porridge is his favourite. I don't know why I warm his Weetabix up either. It's habit, I don't know why, because I never warm mine up. I mean, sometimes when I was younger I did, but not really.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue.
Breakfast done. He actually polished off the full Weetabix, but to put it into perspective, yesterday I was not interested, so like every day is just so different. So now I'm just going to fill this up with hot water to take with me, and then Mum's breakfast is going to be a Belvita bake because it's now 3 minutes past 9, so we need to be going in the next 5 minutes. So I'm just going to do the hot water. I'll take mine with me. I'm going to fill my drink up, even though it's still half full. So we've just come out of Sensory about 10 minutes ago, and Coops is absolutely sparkled. So he'll usually have his first nap of the day around between 9 and 10 usually. It's usually around 3 hours after he wakes up when he starts getting really tired, so that's kind of when we put him down. But he never usually wakes up later than 7, so that's why it's usually between 9 and 10. But obviously because today he woke up at 7:30, naturally his nap's a bit later, and also we were at Sensory. Sensory finished at 10 past 10, so it's 25 to 11 now. He probably fell asleep about 25 past 10, which is pretty much 3 hours after he woke up. So yeah, that's when he usually is ready for a nap. So he'll have a nap now, and then he'll have his next bottle at 11:30. So if he's not awake by 11:30, I'll wake him up. His nap lengths differ, to be honest. Like, I'm not too strict. I'm strict in the fact that I want him to have a morning and an afternoon nap, but I'm not strict in the fact that he has to have like a set amount of time in the morning and a set amount of time in the afternoon. Like, sometimes he'll have a 2-hour nap in the morning and then half an hour nap in the afternoon. They're tired different amounts, different days, so will a baby. Do you know what I mean? He knows how tired he is, not me. What I will say is he'll never lap for longer than 2 hours at a time, and I'd say like absolute max 4 hours a day in total. So like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. He never does that. I think the longest he has ever napped is like 3 hours 45, so near enough 4, but very, very, very rare. I'd say usually he probably gets about 2.5 hours a day. He'll have a long nap in the morning or the afternoon, then a short nap the other time. Short nap maybe half hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, he's napping now. If I was at home, he'd be in his cot napping. I'm quite lucky in the sense that he will nap wherever for quite a good amount of time, so he'll nap in his pram, car seat, cot, wherever. If I was at home, he'd be in his cot. But because I finished Sensory at like 10 past, by the time I got it was like 20 past, and I'm meeting my friends for a coffee at 11:30, so I'd need to set off again at like 10 past 11. It's pointless me going home to put him down for a nap to wake him up to get in the car. It's just a rush. So he's just fallen asleep in the car seat, so we can just sleep in the car seat. I need to go to Morrison's, but obviously I can clip the car seat onto the pram, so that'll be fine. Honestly, don't know what I'm going to do when the day comes when he gets a bigger car seat and you can't clip it on, because that is my saving grace. So I'm just going to nip to Morrison's, and then I'm just going to sit, do my Asda shop, probably scroll through TikTok. I've got like half hour, and then I'm going to head to a coffee shop. We're going to a different coffee shop today. So yeah, if he's not woke up by 11:30, I'm going to wake him. He'll have had a good hour then. Give him his bottle. He'll have a bottle the same as this morning, so 2 40ml, which is, I think I said 8.5 ounce. And then he'll have his lunch at 1. So he'll have a bottle when he wakes up, then he'll have his breakfast about an hour and a half later. I won't give him it any later than 9, and then he'll have a bottle at 11:30, then he'll have his lunch at 1. And then obviously I'll be back into report after that. I don't have chocolate in my teeth, so I just had a chocolate roll. But it's currently 10 to 3 and we just got back from coffee with our friends. We've had such a lovely day. So I think the last time I checked in, Coops was asleep in the car. He slept till about 11:20 because I went to pick my friend up, and naturally, like, her getting in the car, baby getting in the car, woke him up. So he had about 45 minutes this morning. We then went to meet our other friends for a coffee. It was like a sensory cafe, so there was loads to do for kids. So he was absolutely loving life. He ate all his dinner, drank all his milk, firstly. We got there at 11:30, so he had his milk. Same as this morning, 240ml. I never know what it is in ounces. I'm sure I said 8.5. Guzzled that, and then about an hour later, so about 1:15, I could tell he's ready for his lunch. He ate the full katsu curry, the full fruit pouch, and some of a banana, and then like 6 crisps, the ones that I put in that little tub. So we ate it all. Had some playtime, and then we came back, and it was one of those in the car. It was about 20 to 2, so he was like wanting to go to sleep, and he was in the car, you know, and they're like closing their eyes, and I thought, if you can just wait till we get home, because the thing is, if he fell asleep in his car seat and then I tried transferring him into his cot, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So he either sleeps in his car seat or he sleeps in his cot, do you know what I mean? So it's one of those, you know, you mums out there will know, you know, when you're in the car and you're singing, you're chatting, trying to keep him awake. Anyways, managed to keep him awake, come home, and he's now in his cot asleep. It's 10 to 3, but he's been asleep since probably about 2:15. And he'll stay asleep till probably about 3:30. I'll wake him at 3:30, give him his 3rd bottle. So he has about 4 bottles a day. He has one when he wakes, one at 11:30, one at 3:30, and then one before bed. So I'll wake him up at 3:30. So he's not really had the chance to have really long naps today because we've been out and about. So he'll have probably got, if he sleeps till 3:30, an hour and 15 in, plus 45 minutes, about 2 hours today. Like I say, it can range from anywhere to an hour and a half, anywhere from an hour and a half to 3.5 hours in a day. It just totally depends, but yeah, he's sleeping now. I'll wake him up at 3:30 if he hasn't already woken up, to give him his bottle. Not just to give him his bottle, but 3:30 is kind of the cut off. So if he sleeps any longer past 3:30, he won't be tired enough to go to bed. So 3:30 is like the cut off in the afternoon. But it totally depends on what time he goes to sleep. Sometimes he'll go to sleep at like 1:30 till 3:30, so he'll have a couple of hours. Sometimes he might go at 2. Today he's gone at like 1:15. It all just completely depends on our day, how he's feeling, and everything like that. So I'm just sad. I've just poured myself a dandelion and burdock. I've not had this in so long, and I bought it in my Asda shop this week. It's a massive bottle of diet dandelion and burdock, and I just really fancied it. And you know what, I'm just going to chill for a bit. There's pots in the sink that need washing, but I can't be bothered. I want to just chill for a little bit, to be honest. Catch up on some YouTube and just enjoy half an hour. I've just put a wash load on, emptied a wash, folded some washing, so I've done a bit, and now I'm rewarding myself by sat chilling for a bit. Look who's up, my gorgeous boy. Have you had a nice sleep? Did you have a nice sleep, my cheeky chops? Very happy with himself. So I ended up waking him up about 20 to 4. 3:30 usually he's cut off, but he obviously was still tired. So I woke him up at 20 to 4. So he's had probably about 2 hours, 10 minutes-ish today. Which is fine, isn't it? Yeah. And then I've just given him his bottle, and he's left that. So not much, he's drank pretty much all of it. Missed you, babe. I missed you. He's woke up in a good mood though. I think you can always tell if they wake up when they're in a bad mood, they're not ready to be woken up or to wake up. But he's woke up in a really good mood, hasn't he, baby? Oh my god, yes. He's woke up in a good mood, and he's giving mummy plenty of snuggles. Cooper, can mummy have kisses? Can I have a kiss? Oi, cheeky boy.
Baby, I'm not mad at all. We both tried and tasted fall. Can't hold breaking up with you tonight. Yeah, you know it's hard to say. Yeah, you know we're not okay. I can see it in your face. We became a lonely place. Goodbye, so long, my dear love. Love is forgotten, so I'm moving on. Goodbye, so long, my dear friend. We did our best until the very end. Baby, I don't wanna fight. It has to hurt, that's all I know it's right. But you won't feel the pain alone, no. Every inch of me is hurting and I just wanna leave it all behind. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you tonight. Yeah, you know it's hard to say. Yeah, you know we're not okay. I can see.
Tea tonight is cheesy broccoli pasta. It's a firm favourite of mine and Coop's. So what I tend to do, I am, like I've said, doing like a bit of a mixture of solids and like purees slash pouches. I'll be honest, when we first started weaning him, I did purees pouches for so long because I was so scared. Like I was literally so scared to give him solid foods, like really, really scared. But I'm getting more and more confident now with giving him solids. He's been on food for quite a few months now. So what I'll do for things like this is, as you can see, he's just got some really soft broccoli and some of the cheesy broccoli pasta on his tray, which he will eat. But then what I also do is I blend. I say blend, it's very lumpy. I only blend it a little bit, but I keep it really lumpy. And then I'll give him that as well, just to kind of like top him off in case he can eat all that. What I try and do is, like, even if I'm giving him a pouch, try and give him a pouch or a puree with some finger food as well. I know everyone's different. I know some people are so against pouches, some people are so against purees. Everyone's different, but like I said, I was so scared at the start, but I'm not anymore. I'm getting more confident. So like for example, tonight he had like a sausage casserole puree, but then I did him like a Yorkshire pudding cut into strips and broccoli as finger foods. Do you know what I mean? Are you gonna eat some, babe? Here, look. Oh, nom nom. Sometimes I have to like put a bit in his mouth so he knows that he likes it. There you go. Ooh, yum yum yum. You love broccoli. But yeah, this tea is such an easy tea, and me and him absolutely love it. Tommy doesn't like broccoli, so I just do him cheesy pasta, then I've just done him Kievs. But it's literally boil your pasta, boil your broccoli. Once it's done, mix some grated cheese in, and then like mash broccoli into it. Absolutely gorgeous. So he's finished his main meal, and I can tell that he's stuffed. He did really well actually. That's how much is left of the bowl. I mean, he probably would have kept going back until he was getting really full, so we just kind of stopped, but that's what he left of that. And then in terms of finger food, he ate a couple of bits of pasta, maybe like 2-3 bits, and he's left the rest. And he's done pretty well with his broccoli. And I'm just going to offer him a yogurt because the one thing about Cooper is that he loves a yogurt. These are just, as I said, these are substitutes, and they're actually, he really enjoys them. So, some yogurt. Is that nice? So he's eaten maybe like 3/4 of the yogurt. Again, it was still up in his mouth, but I can just tell that he's full. You know, like when they're just sat there like I can tell he's stuffed. And I can always tell as well, because when you first start giving him it, he's like constantly opening his mouth, whereas when he gets full, he's like really slower. So I can tell he's nice and full. He's probably had about half, because I was having, it's like a bit for Cooper, a bit for me, a bit for Cooper, a bit for me. He's probably had half the yogurt. Whilst Cooper's tea is settling, he is just, I've sat him up there. And as you can probably hear, he's watching Miss Rachel. Usually Tom would like chill with him in there, but Tom's gone to get his hair cut. But I can tell that he's full, so I've just popped him like sat up or laid down, but not too much, so I can just clean the kitchen. And just to let his tea settle, so he had a decent amount there. Like, this is what I mean, sometimes it's hit and miss. Sometimes they'll eat like a good amount like that, and then sometimes he's not really interested.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Good evening. It is now 8:25. I cannot believe how dark it's getting. Like, I'm sorry, it's genuinely pitch black. Like, what the hell? That's mad. I feel like that's happened overnight, because I went running last night and I was back for like 10 past 8 and it was not pitch black. I've just nipped out, but as you'll have seen from the last clip, Tom put Coops to bed. I don't know when I last updated you. I think I updated you after tea actually. So I bathed him. Usually we tend to bath Coops every other night. We've always done that since he was like a baby. Every other night we've bathed him, and it's been like his and Tommy's thing. Tommy's always bathed him. It's like their little thing together. But just recently we have sometimes been bathing him every night. Sometimes it's every other night still, but just because he really loves it, and him and Tommy just love doing it together. So yeah, I bathed him tonight because Tom went to get his hair cut, and then I nipped out. Tom put him to bed. Now, in terms of putting him to bed, it's not like Tom does it every night or I do it every night. We just kind of like, usually like we alternate, but obviously naturally some nights Tom might do it a couple of nights in a row, or I might if one of us is busy, but usually we kind of just alternate. So usually on a night, so every bottle in the day, so he has 3 in the day, and he'll have 2 40ml. I'm going to do milk because that's just how I do it, so I apologise because I can't remember what I said that was an ounce. Before bed we give him 2 70ml, so an extra ounce, an extra 30ml. The reason we do that is because it was getting to the point where on the bedtime bottle when we were feeding him, it was empty and it was still wanting to suck, so he was clearly wanting a little bit more. So we upped it to 270 just for the bedtime one. The rest are still the same. And what we tend to find is if he's eaten loads for tea, he won't usually finish that bottle because he's obviously full, which is totally fine. But if he doesn't, on the nights where he's not really bothered and doesn't really eat much tea, he'll down the bottle. So tonight, because he obviously ate quite a lot of tea, Tom said he left like 60-70ml of the bottle, so he'll have had about 200ml before bed. And then he was down for 6:30 tonight, so it's usually between 7 and 8:30 he goes to bed, just depending on what time he woke up from his nap. But yeah, that is the day in the life of Coops, the day in the life of an 8.5-month-old. Like I said at the beginning, everyone parents differently, every baby's different. Like, I always see what babies eat in a day on TikTok and stuff, and it's really easy to compare, and I think as parents you need to not, because every baby is so different. And like I say, one day might look completely different to the next. One day he'll love his food, the next day he ain't really bothered. Do you know what I mean? Today was a good day, eating wise, bottle wise, but like I say, every day is completely different. Like I said as well earlier, I was really sceptical to film this video because I think people just are so opinionated, and I feel like sometimes as parents you just can't get it right. People, they always have something to say, but I'm glad I've done it. If it helps anyone, if anyone's just really interested, I love seeing videos like this on, especially on TikTok. I've never really watched a YouTube one, but I love seeing them on TikTok, so I think it's good. I think it's good to share like what we do, because I feel like we should support each other as parents, definitely. But anyway, I'm going to wrap wrap this video up here. Like I say, it's 8:20. I'm going to start editing this video now so I can get it up for you on Sunday. It's currently Thursday. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Like I mentioned at the start, I know this video wasn't for everyone, so if you have stuck around and you're not really interested, then love you millions. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye.